What is going on, Frady Cat fam? Welcome back. We have another War of the Visions video. We did a reroll video if you're starting a new account in 2025, and I will link that right here in the video. So if you didn't look at that, go look at that first. Get the best units you can to start the game. It is a super easy, efficient way to start out. And it's a really good time to start playing. They have really, really good banners, so we want to get you started on the right foot with this game in the best way possible. So continuing this series, you've pulled the units that you want, you're looking good, you're feeling really nice, right? Now you have to play the game. So where do you start? It's a little daunting when you just look at the home screen now. Like, you've done those first initial polls. That was the easy part. That's the fun part. But now you want to get into actually using the units. There's a little bit of farming to the game, a little bit of grindiness, but we're going to make it really, really easy and really efficient to get you going right here. All right? So stay tuned, sit tight. Just follow along and you'll be fine. You're going to learn exactly what you need to know for a day-to-day basis and to get your account right on track. So first thing I want to do, we're actually going to go to the Summon tab just to kind of finish something off. If you've already done the bulk of your summons, what I will suggest, because maybe you didn't see this, there are some other summons that you can do, okay? You can go all the way to the bottom of the page after you've done your initial summons. And of course, BlueStacks wants to freeze right now, so bear with. But you've done your initial summons, right? There we go. There are so many banners to cycle through, but you're going to go all the way down right by where the video summon is and the normal summon is. Now, you might not have looked at this at all. Maybe you did. You can get rare tickets. Now, you're going to get rare tickets from doing your daily missions every day. And then you can also sometimes get these 10 times summon tickets as well, right? So it's a 10 pull. Now, if you have a lot of units, these are worth saving up because they will add units into the pool, the non-limited units into the pool over time. So if you skip something one day, you can come back here and potentially pull it just for fun. We don't have anything really because we have a brand new account. So what we're going to do, we're not going to use the single pulls. We're going to save those up, but we are going to use this 10 pull just to start out the video. Just for sake of time, we're going to skip animation. We're not going to go through all of that. Good little tidbit to note that, though, is if you do pull a UR unit that you haven't gotten before, it will still play its walkout animation, even if you have skip animation on. So that's nice. I discovered that. So we didn't get anything there, but you have a chance. You never know what you can get. You can get some nice stuff. You can get UR units, UR vision cards, all the things. You do have a chance to get that. So that's what I would do there. The next thing I wanted to show you, because you might not have realized, is this ticket summon list. So you're going to get tickets for various reasons. Usually they're giving resources. Sometimes you get tickets from the shop, which I'll show where to get these later. Since we're here, we're just going to do this really quick. There is an event going on for Y'shtola, the Final Fantasy XIV event going on right now. Y'shtola and Thancred, you will be able to get their unit shards by doing these ticket pulls, and you can get some other kind of rewards as well, right? These are free in the shop. You just have to exchange them for medals, which we'll go over in a little bit. But come in here, you redeem the tickets, and you'll get things like adamantine, experience cubes, gill snappers. You'll get shards for Thancred and Y'shtola in different amounts. So this is also really good just to start out your account so you can get these materials, because you're going to have to farm these, right? So you need these things anyway to get started. So definitely want to make sure you're doing that. And I'll show you where to get these in the shop. That's all I wanted to show you. We went through everything else in the last video with the banners and which ones I recommend starting with. All right. Next thing, I want to show you how you're going to really actually get more Visiore so you can do more pulls or you can save up. So I've already gone ahead. So this is the first thing after your initial pulls that you should do. Get through as much of the story as you can, or at least as much as you need to get the amount of Visiore you need for what you want to do next. I have skipped through the first two scenes of the story And I would suggest skipping all of the story. You can obviously watch if you want to. There's just a lot to get through, and I think it's more beneficial to collect as much Visiore as you can so you can be prepared for the next thing. Otherwise, it's going to take you a long time to get through, right? And you can get quite a lot of Visiore just by going through the story. So skip as much as you can. You can always go back and watch it. So now you'll start in scene 1. If you want to get to another chapter, you can just go where I selected and hit chapter 1. I'm on chapter 2 right now, but I already finished chapter 1. There's 3 scenes. I skipped through all these things. So you just click on it, you have your team loadout, and you commence battle. You can skip the actual scenes. You have to watch the battle, though, okay? But you have, like, maxed units to 120 already, so getting through these battles will not be challenging at all. You can easily breeze through. It's much easier than when the game first launched, right? So, as you can see here, too, there are missions on every quest. Now, you can go back and clear these if you didn't clear them the first time. I don't really care too much. I do want to do this one, though. So what I would suggest is do look at what the missions are, because sometimes they have Visiore rewards. Just for clearing each story, you're going to get usually 50 Visiore plus rank experience, okay? We just went and did this mission without looking, and we didn't get this star. Now, this star says hire a companion, and you get 200 Visiore. So we're going to go ahead and do this because I want to do one more pull. And I'll show you kind of how this works. So you click on your quest, you have your team loadout. I added Yuna and Y'shtola in there because I was leveling them and I want them to get JP because I'm going to work on them. But you can go into whatever party tab. They show you how to do this in the beginning. You can go to auto formation for now and just let it kind of do what it's going to do. It'll give you a loadout. Yes. You have to get through the story to unlock different things like equipping equipment, equipping vision cards, equipping espers, awakening and limit breaking your units, things like that. So all you do, you get your party in there. Doesn't really matter right now. They're going to be able to clear it. Embark. You also have to get through story to unlock background repeat, which will be good for farming out equipment or different things you need. So you definitely want to get at least through the first 2 scenes of the story, and that will unlock background farming. All right? You probably want to go further than that so you get more Viz, but there's going to be plenty of ways we can get Visiore. And I'll show you all of the things, all the ways. So we're just going to keep them on auto. Also, by going through story and doing different missions, you're going to unlock ×2 speed. You're going to start at 1.5 speed, so you're going to be a little slow. Now, I was talking and I didn't do what we were supposed to do. So I didn't look at the mission. The mission was to hire a companion. So how do you do that? If you want to hire a companion, wait for it. You're going to go back into that load screen, that quest screen. And then right here on the right at the end, it says companion. Right? We're going to pick a companion. It doesn't matter. Let's just do, we'll do Thancred, right? We'll save Venera for later, maybe. So then that's all you have to do. You just have to select the companion. And then as you have more friends in the game, you will have a chance to use their companions. Otherwise, it'll be random people's companions. So yeah, and then you just go into the quest, let it do its thing, and then we'll get the 200 Viz. So I just wanted to get that because I want to do one more pull on a banner. So if you watched the last video, we got Yuna in our first pull, right? Our first like actual pull that we did in that free Yuna banner, right? So we want to basically do the most we can with what we've got. Now, Final Fantasy X-2 is still happening right now. There is a vision card in the summon banners that is really, really good for her and really good for her potential partners coming up. And it is limited. So a limited banner means it's only around for a certain amount of time. It will not come back unless they rerun the event, which might be a year later, it might be 2 years later, it might never happen. You don't know when they're going to come back. So if you want something that's limited, you go for it. Now, we're going to try to be a free-to-play account. So we're going to try to be smart about what we go for. Yeah? If we really like a character, you want to go all in on that. You really shouldn't, unless you want to take a flyer, maybe take a chance. You can always do that, but your best time to build a character is when they are released. So we're gonna go and we're going to do one more pull. But while we're in this story mode, I just want to show you a couple of things. There's also world quests. So now these are going to be things that we need later. You'll also get Visiore from doing these quests. There's 2 locations, and they all have different, like, little towns or whatever, or locations within whatever the main thing is. So you're going to click on these, and the other reason why you want to get through as much story as possible is because as you go further, you unlock more locations. And why that's important is because different characters that you have, their master ability quests, which is like upgrades for them, and their hard quests, which are quests that you use to get more shards for them, are locked behind some of these locations. So you might have the character, but if you don't have the location unlocked, you can't do the quest for their stuff. There are also sub-quests in here that we're going to use to get even more Visiore. So we want to make sure that we're accepting these, right? And then they have, like, requirements. So we have to defeat 10 wolf enemies, yeah? So the sooner you do this, the sooner you get it done. Enhance equipment 10 times. So you'll get Visiore, you'll get Fragments of Thought, you'll get a lot of stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we're just going to accept all the subquests that we can, right? And you see a lot of these are unlocked. So if you don't have a character, their character quest will remain locked. And then sometimes their first mastery ability will unlock at level 40 usually. Then we're going to accept these ones as well, right? So we want as much as we can get. Yeah, so these are subquests, and there's actually a subquest list at the bottom right there. So we can take a look at that as well. Okay, so we have that. This subquest is locked at the moment. But if we open the subquest list, it has what we have ongoing, right? So we can have a quick access button to that, what's completed, and the rewards that have been claimed. Okay, next thing, hard quest list. So as you unlock characters, their hard quests will populate in this list, so you have a quicker way to get to them. It's a little more organized. So you can go through here, click on them and clear them. You'll get some Viz for clearing, right? We don't have Glacial Lands unlocked, but we have Southern Lions Valley unlocked. You can go then and bookmark your favorites, so you have an easy way to register the ones that you're farming, right? You can do that for units and vision cards. All right, so what I would suggest first, go in here, at least do Mont's stuff. Get his stuff out of the way. They have missions on each thing. They're usually pretty easy, like do not continue if you die, no KO'd units, and then you want to include Mont in the formation. Usually on their character quests, you need to have them in the formation, and you usually get more shards for them for that reason. And then his character quest, you're going to get more shards for doing the character quest, more Viz, you're going to get materials for leveling him up, and then usually they get like an enhancement to some of their abilities. Okay, so that is hard quests, right? That get hard quest, master ability quests, and subquests. So we did that. Again, you just want to do Mont at least to start, and then focus on the characters that you are using first, and then over time you can do more. You have a limit to how many hard quests you can do in a day. You can do 10 for units, and you can do 6 for vision cards. You can do each unit hard quest, UR anyway, twice, and I think you can do more for lower rarity units. Of course, you want to focus on those UR units that you're building. Maybe you just do some ones that you're not building just so you can get the rewards and the Visiore for them, right? So that'll take some time, but that's just a way to get some extra shards and really build your units, yeah? So what I wanted to do next is I want to do that pull Yes. We want to do that pull in the summon banner. Now, as you do all that, you're gonna bank up some Visiore. I should have more than this, but I spent some Viz on one of the banners, okay? Because I'm gonna focus on making Yuna a featured part of this account. So I've had more than this. Now I'm on the last step that I need on her vision card to guarantee that I get it. So I know we're jumping around a little bit, but like for instance, you can just keep banking your Visiore, or you can collect a certain amount and try to go for one of the limited banners, okay? We already got Yuna, so we really want her vision card. Now, there was a featured banner for this that I did already. That was a discounted banner. That's 3 steps, okay? We didn't get the vision card, so we moved to the regular banner, which has no guarantee on it. The only guarantee you have to get the card is you'll get medals for each step that you do, and then you can redeem them in the Mog shop for the card. So you only have to pull, if you just do this banner, a maximum of 10 times. If you don't get it, you buy it in the shop. You will still have to buy shards somehow to actually enhance the card. But we're going to go ahead. We'll watch the animation. We're going to summon on this. We have enough free Viz at the moment. So we're going to do this. Hopefully we get the card so we can use the medals for shards instead of the vision card itself. So fingers crossed. Okay, it's a vision card in the top slot, so that's a good sign. Hopefully it changes to rainbow when we get up to it. And hopefully we get the card that we want. So we're hoping for a change. It can happen. It can happen. Yeah. Okay, so it changed to rainbow. Let's see if it's YRP, the vision card. Ready? We got it! Nice! That is the that is the optimal thing. Look, this is I think making this this account and making videos about it is giving it like beginner luck. I mean, we spent a little more Viz than what we would have liked to, but this was the last time we were going to use this, and now we just have shards to use. So I'll show you what that means. So now, after you do a banner that has like that gives you medals, you go into your presents and you can claim them. Now, this is also where you'll find all your login bonuses and everything like that. So you want to make sure to claim your presents and rewards every day, especially since some of them are limited. So if you don't claim them before a certain time period, they will go away. So you want to make sure you're doing that every day. We have some shards for the vision card that we were going for. We got it though, so we don't need to exchange, but we have 1,000. That was the last step. So if we didn't get it on that last step of the banner, we would have gone and picked this up. But because we got it, we can go ahead and exchange those for shards. So now you don't have to, I would advise to, but say you got other shards somehow. Yeah. So you don't need it for all of that. There are some other goodies you can get in here, but usually not worth it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to exchange all of these for those shards. So we're going to have an easier time building that up. Yeah, and we'll get more from the bingo board as well. So we pulled a lot of things. Like, for instance, I'm working on Dawn Trail, and I'm working on YRP. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to level this one up. Now, I'm not going to use the vision shards. You get to choose what you use. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. And as we do this, we're going to unlock bingo board thingamabobbers. Yeah. So if I just max it out, it's automatically going to choose this. We don't want to do that. So you're going to have to manually do it, or you can unclick it so you don't accidentally. Actually, we probably should do that, unclick it. So you don't accidentally pick that, right? So now it's not showing a little exclamation because we don't have enough shards to fully max. But what we're going to do, we're going to go and we're going to enhance it. Now, I don't like to go just fully max because you have a chance of getting like a huge success or like something else, and then it will give you more experience for the amount of resources you used. If you overcap, it doesn't give those back. So sometimes I kind of do a little bit at a time. And that's affected by, see, we got a huge success. So it gave more experience. It's a multiplier. And that's affected by those tokens that we talked about before. Right? So we can increase the amount that we get. Or the chance that we get like a huge success or something. Yeah? So we're going to go as far as we only know to go to 65 to get the full benefits of the bingo board. So we did this. We're going to go back to the bingo board. And we're going to, so sometimes you have to look for it. It won't automatically show up at the top. So now we've completed the complete bingo board by awakening the vision card and by leveling the vision card. So the vision cards are pretty easy to complete the bingo boards for. And what's really nice, as you complete each line, you get more rewards. So you want to be doing this. These are going to help you level your vision cards and your units. So we just go through and filter through this. Yeah? And then we should have enough to finish our vision cards. See, we overcapped by 5. We have 5 too many. Perfect. And then as you saw, we got a little medal. So if you have too many, those are going to convert into medals that you can use in the medal shop for different things. Now we can go in here. We can awaken it for one last time. And then that is how you fully awaken a vision card and fully level up a vision card. We're going to use our growth eggs to do that. We're going to go right in here. We won't go all the way in case we get like a massive success. So massive success is the maximum. So it doubles the amount, right? So now we have our ability is fully leveled now. At level 99, you get an additional ability with some of the cards. So this card is done. And then with the newer vision cards, you have something called Vision Mastery that applies to certain modes in the game. So look at that. All right, the first VC that we've pulled for. So those are pretty easy to level up, again, especially when they are featured. I hope this wasn't too much. I know it was quite a long guide, longer than I wanted it to be. I might break this up into separate videos just to make it a little more digestible. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I know going into this right away, it can feel a little overwhelming. I, as a veteran player, making an alternate account, I feel a little overwhelmed, actually, just by looking at it, because I know the sheer amount there is. But please don't let that dissuade you from doing it. Take your time. It's not a race. Again, just skip through the story, do all the events, get as much Visiore as you can, stockpile it so that when something comes out that you want, you can just go ahead and pull for the unit. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's where we're going to end this today. I'm going to do a couple of separate videos to help out, like gear recommendations, loadout recommendations, things you want to focus on. Yeah, but please, again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Leave comments asking your questions, or join the Discord. Join the Discord and ask me your questions in the Discord chat. But yeah, I hope this has been helpful. I hope this has been informative. I hope this gave you a structure on how to go about playing the game, at least to start. But yeah, this has been a good time. Thank you so much. Enjoy playing, and I'll see you out there. Bye.